morning. We're on our road trip now to Niagara on the Lake. It's an older, like a little bit smaller city next to Niagara, and we booked a wine tour today. So we'll see how that goes. Because as you can see outside, it's like not that really nice weather today. But Niagara on the Lake is supposed to be like an older, smaller city, anyways. So we'll just see how it goes, I guess. So we arrived at our bed and breakfast we booked for this wine tour based in Niagara on the Lake, and it's super cute. So this one here is our bedroom, like the William Shakespeare room, and then right here is like the entire breakfast area. Like, how cute is that?
And you guys are probably already familiar enough with wine. You know you can't call it champagne because we're outside of France. So Champagne is a region in northeastern France. It is a grape, but it's also a registered trademark for the product. Okay, guys, and I said ours are called Ice Cuvée. So you're going to be drinking the Ice Cuvée Classic. And Cuvée is simply French for blend. So this is a blend of Chardonnay and Pinot Noir, which is the most widely used blend in the world. So even in Champagne, France. Now I'm not going to say best by any means, but I said unique. And I say that because summers are actually hot enough, so we can grow quality varietals like Rieslings, Merlots, and such. But winters are cold enough to make ice wine in the exact same spot. And very few places in the world can make award-winning wines on both ends. And that's all because Lake Ontario is sitting in a 10-minute direction that way. And that lake has an incredible moderating effect on the climate in this area. The trunks of them, you can tell, they're much younger vines. And this goes back to the winter of 2013, 2014. Do you remember? Yeah. The year of the ice storm. Anybody who's around here remembers the ice storm.
Destroyed everything.
Polar vortex type. So the magic number in wine world is minus 23 Celsius. So if it hits minus 23, even for a couple days, it can damage the vines. We were getting minus 30s off and on for a couple weeks. So it killed all the Merlot. So we replanted Cabernet Franc because Cabernet Franc's got a thicker skin on it, so it can endure more of the elements, so to speak. Okay, just came out, I want to say 3 weeks ago. So it's interesting for us to try, and of course we've been decanting this for 3 hours, which is ideal. Okay, so with red wines, you definitely want to. I'll just put this through the aerator just to show you. In a bad mood. It's always kind of scrunched up. It's been aged in the barrel, aged in the bottle, and it comes out, and like I say, it's acid and alcohol. But when you put oxygen in through a decanter, you let it sit for a bit and it breathes, it starts to relax a little bit, and then you can start tasting the flavors out of the wine. So if you can, you might want to think about decanting wines. Has everyone tried ice wine? Oh, okay, so first time. We will be gentle, sir. We'll change your life real nice. But with the ice wine grapes, guys, to legally make an ice wine, the temperature has to be between minus 8 and minus 17. Once it's past minus 17, the grapes will get destroyed. Okay, so no good. But we don't just run out the first time it hits minus 10 and start harvesting. These grapes, they'll go through a freeze-thaw cycle 8 times. And then on the 9th time, that's when we harvest. So when we harvest ice wine grapes, They look dead, basically. They look like raisins. They're very dehydrated, very shriveled up. And with the ice wine grape itself, 95% of it is just frozen water with a bit of sugar. So, okay, good questions here. So let's go in. The whole bottle right away. So unlike the other wines, this one, once you open the bottle, it will last for 7 days. Okay. Some people say 10, but
or 1.
Depends on the sweetness. Exactly.
So what would be the best temperature to serve an ice wine?
I would say about -7, or I'm sorry, +7. So if you look at the refrigerator setting, yeah. 7 degrees is about good. Yeah. You don't want it too cold because again it loses the flavor in it as well.
Now we have the tour just ready to go. It was an amazing day. We started out and actually checking into our not Airbnb, bed and breakfast. It was a cute little house. It's called Finley House. I can definitely recommend it. It's cute and little. It's very well done, and the breakfast is amazing. And a very good thing is too, it's very close to downtown. So if it's not raining outside, you can definitely walk everywhere. And Niagara Lake is such a cute little town. It's like almost movie ready. So definitely recommend it to visit it at least once. And then we continued to go to Peller Estate where we did the Great Wine Tour. It's just so cool just to see all the barrels, get a little bit fun bags and like learn a little bit more about wine. And then the -10-degree ice cellar is super cool, super cold. But they provide you with a winter jacket and stuff, so it's okay. And then just the ice wine too in the very cold setting tastes just amazing. And just to walk around the entire area is pretty impressive. If it wouldn't have rained, I guess we would have actually seen a little bit more from the vineyard itself. But well, it was raining the entire day, so what can you do, right? But we had more time than to check out some other wineries too, and went to Remind next. It's a cute little family-owned business. I think like most of the vineyards and wineries in the Niagara-on-the-Lake area. The wines, I must say, were not bad, but they didn't wow me either. But it's a cute little familiar setting. They have a little grocery store with little knickknacks to look at. So yeah, it's worth checking out. And then next was actually a winery that was just around the corner. It's called Between the Lines. Also family-owned business. It's, I think about 9 years old now, and they are just like really small in itself, but they had amazing wine, and they are just like selling in in the store themselves. So the LCBOs are not really carrying them, except of the sparkling wine in the can. So you might have seen it already once or twice in an LCBO. But super nice guys, super helpful, super friendly. So for sure worth checking out. And the interior is pretty cool too. It's more of the like a little rustic barn kind of look. And then our last winery was Konzelmann Winery, something like that. It was a pretty cool architecture. It was right on the lake, but because the weather kind of sucked, we didn't see too much. So the water was just like it was just cloudy and rainy and gross. But inside was actually pretty cool. They had like old oak ceilings, and it was very well done. Customer service wise, I must say, wasn't the least nicest one. But the wine was still amazingly good, so we bought a bottle of wine. But it's for sure checking out. I think we had just a bad timing there too, because an entire bus of tourists just arrived for a tour, I guess, so it was very busy. But it was definitely worth checking out. And then we were pretty much done with the day after 4 wineries. We were just happy to go back to our bed and breakfast. But we basically just dropped off our bags and stuff and then walked into downtown. Well, we actually kind of ran into downtown because it was still raining. But there's this cute little Irish pub with great food. It was just, you almost felt like in Ireland. Just the music was good, the interior was very well done. The food was amazing, so we really enjoyed it. And at least when we walked back home, it stopped raining. But it was a very nice day just to get the entire feel of the entire area. And now we're just back home, or like at least on the way back home. But yeah, if you enjoyed kind of like the little few clips here and there, just hit the like button and maybe also subscribe. And maybe we'll see each other soon again. Take care.